Taylor and Travis, a big congratulations on this fantastic news. Getting engaged is such an exciting time. Now, I know you might not be thinking this far ahead, but there would be no better place in the world than to have the wedding here in New Zealand.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially stepping out as an engaged couple, and their first public appearance had fans losing it. First up, the two made their debut at Arrowhead Stadium, turning date night into a headline event.
How about the newly engaged couple? Travis Kelce, we saw him on the field pregame with Taylor Swift, his fiance, in the building.
And then, insiders revealed the couple might be planning for a family sooner than expected. Next, Travis playfully responded to New Zealand's Prime Minister, who invited them to host their wedding or honeymoon Kiwi-style.
Which he loved the offer, asked jokingly whether he'd get a passport, then said, no, I'm just kidding, promise, I'm just kidding. So really, I think that'd be amazing.
Meanwhile, Swifties are already speculating about surprising absences from the guest list. Adding to the buzz, Lil Wayne paused his Kansas City concert to congratulate the couple in front of thousands.
In the spirit of my man Travis and my girl, you already know, Taylor! That's what we call.
And finally, legal experts are urging Tayvis to sign a prenup before walking down the aisle. Taylor and Travis just had their first public date night after getting engaged, and of course, it went down at Arrowhead Stadium. Because where else do you debut a diamond that can probably be seen from space than the place their whole love saga first set the internet on fire? Taylor rolled in serving major throwback vibes, sweater vest, mini denim skirt, and knee-high white boots that screamed, "Yes, I just got engaged, but I also still run the world." Naturally, she was sipping from a cup, casually letting her engagement ring blind everyone within a 5-mile radius. Social media detectives immediately zoomed in like they were studying evidence for a court case. The verdict? The ring so shiny it could probably guide lost ships home. Now let's talk about that rock. Insiders say the diamond is an old mine brilliant cut, which basically means it's got that vintage meets modern glow-up. Experts are throwing out numbers that range from nice starter home to small private island, anywhere between $250K and a cool $1 million. Yeah, imagine wearing a literal mansion on your finger while casually watching college football. Speaking of football, the Chiefs don't kick off until early September, so the couple decided to keep it chill and catch Cincinnati taking on Nebraska. It's almost like their version of Netflix and chill, except replace the couch with a stadium and add about 70,000 people. Honestly, stadiums might as well rename the VIP section after these two. From the Stanley Cup Final to the US Open to MLB playoffs, date nights for Taylor and Travis are less about dinner and a movie and more about which sporting event do we want to casually make iconic this week. From making stadiums their unofficial date night hotspots to now being the subject of baby rumors, the Tayvis storyline just keeps unlocking new levels. Word on the street is that Taylor Swift, already crowned mother by her fans, is apparently thinking about becoming an actual mom sooner rather than later. Yep, insiders are whispering that she and Travis are already dreaming about little ones running around. And honestly, can you imagine the genetic lottery those kids would win? Future pop star / pro athlete energy unlocked. The buzz is that both of them definitely want a family and aren't planning to drag their feet. Taylor's at that sweet spot in her career where she can actually take a breather if she wants, and Travis has enough highlight reels under his belt to justify some dad duty. According to those in the know, she's excited about the idea of kids, something she's hinted at before and now feels like the timing finally lines up. And let's be real, these two already give off major fun aunt and uncle who spoil your kids with merch and box seats vibes. Friends have apparently said they're great with children, which tracks. Taylor's been caught goofing around with fans' kids at shows, and Travis has the kind of energy that screams backyard football coach who turned snack time into a championship event. The tea also includes whispers that she had her eye on this stage of life after wrapping up the Eras Tour. Back then, folks close to her claimed she was excited to slow down and focus on building something beyond albums and stadium tours. Now that she's found her one, the plan seems to be marriage, babies, and maybe even settling into a house that doesn't involve living out of hotel suites. And while everyone's busy imagining a Kelce Swift nursery, New Zealand is shooting its shot to host the actual wedding, or at least the honeymoon. Yep, Prime Minister Christopher Luxon has joined the Tayvis fan club and straight up invited them to tie the knot Kiwi-style. Forget concert tickets, this is basically the political equivalent of sliding into their DMs.
Well, I don't know whether you saw yesterday, but I wished Taylor and Travis congratulations. And I said to them, look, I'd really love it if you came out to New Zealand for your wedding or your honeymoon.
Travis, being Travis, didn't leave the man hanging. Word is he fired back with a cheeky response asking if a New Zealand passport could be part of the package deal. Honestly, if you're going to get married somewhere, why not try to bag dual citizenship while you're at it? The man's playing 4D chess.
Travis, which he loved the offer, asked jokingly whether he could get a passport, then said, no, I'm just kidding, promise, I'm just kidding. So really, I mean, I think that'd be amazing.
Luxon, clearly loving his new side gig as celebrity wedding planner, even pitched New Zealand's top-tier tourist spots like he was hosting The Bachelor. He dropped Mount Cook into the mix, threw in some glowworm caves, and even suggested cliff diving in Queenstown, because nothing says just married like yeeting yourself off a cliff together.
Taylor and Travis, a big congratulations on this fantastic news. Getting engaged is such an exciting time. Now, I know you might not be thinking this far ahead, but there would be no better place in the world than to have the wedding here in New Zealand or even your honeymoon. I got to tell you, New Zealand is a stunning country, and we've got places like Aoraki Mount Cook, which offers jaw-dropping alpine views. There's Waitomo caves that light up the dark with thousands of glowworms. Or maybe you fancy cliff diving in Queenstown, surrounded by towering mountains and crystal clear lakes. Now, we also have, without doubt, the best and the most friendliest people in the world. And I bet you, Travis, you would love to watch some rugby here too. So we hope to see you both here soon. Congratulations.
Imagine Taylor in a wedding gown with a parachute strapped on and Travis catching her at the bottom. Netflix, if you're listening, we've got the next rom-com blockbuster right here. Of course, Luxon didn't just stop at selling scenery. He also dropped a sneaky hint that Taylor should be the first act to christen Christchurch's brand new stadium. Bold move. If there's one thing guaranteed to fill every single seat in New Zealand, it's Taylor Swift. And let's be honest, they'd probably have to open the sheep paddocks just to handle the overflow crowd. But just as New Zealand is pitching cliff diving weddings and sheep paddock receptions, Swifties are deep in FBI mode, dissecting who's going to make the guest list and who's about to get left on read. The latest chatter? Taylor's own godchildren might not be pulling flower girl or ring bearer duty, thanks to a rumored fallout with Blake Lively. Yep, the internet has officially rebranded itself as Wedding Seating Chart Analysts. Fans are convinced that Blake's kids, James, Inez, Betty, and little Olin, might be snubbed from the nuptials after things allegedly got frosty between the two besties. And because nothing screams friendship trouble louder than Instagram silence, everyone clocked the fact that Blake skipped out on liking or commenting when Taylor dropped her engagement news. Instead, she spent her whole birthday reposting tributes like she was auditioning for Social Media Olympics, while Taylor casually unveiled another album cover the same day. Coincidence? Swifties say, absolutely not. Of course, Reddit and X are eating this up. Some fans are stressing about how awkward it would be for Taylor's godchildren to be left out of the wedding of the decade, while others are joking that Blake probably texted her congrats and Taylor hit her back with the classic thumbs up, savage. And it's not just the absence of emojis raising eyebrows. Insiders claim Taylor's been slowly distancing herself from the drama tied to Blake's messy legal saga with Justin Baldoni, where text receipts even dragged Taylor's name into the chaos. Apparently, Blake once referred to her and Ryan as her dragons in an attempt to intimidate Baldoni. And let's just say Swift didn't love being cast as a mythical pet in someone else's court filings. Meanwhile, another godchild situation seems just as uncertain. Taylor's bond with Jamie King's son Leo Thames isn't what it used to be either. Word is, she still sends gifts and would show up if needed, but the two don't keep regular contact anymore. Basically, Taylor's godmother duties are still intact, she's just not scheduling playdates every weekend. And speaking of unexpected plot twists, just as Swifties are spiraling over who's in or out of the wedding squad, Lil Wayne decides to crash the engagement party in the middle of his Kansas City show. Yup, Wheezy literally stopped spitting bars to holler at Trailer, and the crowd went feral like they just witnessed Beyoncé stage dive. Forget wedding invites, this man basically RSVP'd via concert mic. Apparently, the T-Mobile Center turned into a mini engagement reception, complete with thousands of randoms cheering like they were bridesmaids. Social media, of course, gobbled up the clip faster than Travis at a barbecue cookout, and now the internet has officially crowned Wayne as the honorary hype man for this relationship. And honestly, he kind of earned it. The man's not just clout chasing, he's got history with Kelce. Flashback to 2024 when he headlined Kelce Jam, Travis's own music fest, proving that this bromance isn't just surface level. Now he's doubling down by inserting himself into Tayvis lore, cementing his place in the pop culture multiverse. Insiders say Wayne didn't just shout them out, he did it with the kind of energy that made the arena feel like the after-party to the proposal. Fans were screaming, recording, and probably texting their group chats, Lil Wayne just blessed trailer, cancel everything else tonight.
In the spirit of my man Travis and my girl, you alright out there? Yeah! Trailer! That's what we call. Congratulations.
And while Lil Wayne is applying to be best man via mic check, the legal eagles are circling overhead with a different kind of hype, prenups. Apparently the next hot topic in the Tayvis saga isn't baby names or guest lists, it's paperwork. Not exactly sexy, but when you've got Taylor sitting on a casual $1.5 billion and Travis rocking $70 million, people suddenly turn into accountants faster than Swifties hunting for Easter eggs. Insiders are buzzing that lawyers are already whispering, "Protect the bag," like it's a new Taylor album title. The advice? Make Travis sign on the dotted line before he even gets near the registry scanner at Bed Bath & Beyond. We're talking clauses, contracts, and enough legalese to make even Judge Judy reach for an Advil. Sources say the biggest one on the checklist is privacy. Imagine the chaos if either one of them decided to spill their group chat receipts, midnight kitchen arguments, or worse, who actually wins at Uno. A solid prenup would slap a padlock on that drama before it ever hit TikTok. Then there's the money split. Taylor's got mansions lined up like Monopoly properties. New York, LA, Rhode Island, probably a secret treehouse in Nashville worth more than most people's retirement funds. Travis has his Kansas City palace and the kind of shoe closet that could probably qualify as a rental property. Insiders say a prenup would keep those toys separate while still leaving room for joint ventures, aka that one insane house they'll buy together with a bowling alley and maybe a built-in recording studio/football field. But here's the thing, this isn't about planning for a breakup. Lawyers are branding prenups as modern vows, like a remix of For Richer or Richer. The pitch is that it's less about doom and gloom, more about starting off aligned, so they're focused on love and not lawyers down the road. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.